Good morning, folks. So I'm going to work on an old Husqvarna today that I put that old Briggs and Stratton motor in. Oh, that lawnmower from Roman Trump. It was leaking oil the other day after I changed the oil. So I thought it was the drain down here because it was coming from this side, it seemed like. So it was loose a little bit. So I got another turn out of it, put that back on, cleaned it all up, went and mowed. At home here, some thick trails down there to the machinery pile, and didn't leak at all. Went to Romans, I mowed part of the lawn, no leaks at all. Then I got done mowing the rest of it, and then it was leaking. It looked like it was coming from this head gasket down on this side, because there was a puddle of oil back here that was all dry on that side. Came over and inspected. Looks like it was leaking down there, so there ain't a lot of room in there. So we'll see here if we can get that head off without taking the motor out of the unit here. Otherwise, what I have to do is, I guess I could unbolt the motor. Still a pain, I could just turn it a little bit. But we'll see if we can get that out of there without unbolting. Unless you can take this thing off here, that would give us some room, but still it's going to be kind of a pain. So let's get some wrenches, tools, see what we need. Take your guesses, see if I'm going to have to take the motor out to get that or not. Hopefully that's all my problem is. Usually you think it just leak right away, but nope. So we'll see. Okay, so I got the cover off. I was able to get to all the head bolts. I got them loose. But I don't know, they're really kind of long, so I don't know if we're going to be able to slip them out of there. These ones you'll be able to get out, this one you'll be able to get out, this one. It's this one here will come out, I think, at an angle. This one here I don't know about. Unless I go inside of here, take the wheel off, I drill a hole so that I can slide that bolt out. And maybe the one on the other side too have to do the same thing. We'll see what happens. So, let's try to get them out. What could happen? Otherwise, I'll just take the motor out. Yeah, so we're stuck. Now we gotta go back in. Alright, we'll just keep messing with that, see if we can get it. Okay, things have escalated quite fastly. Okay, I got all the bolts out except for this one here. The head was completely loose when I loosened the bolts. So this one might work. I think I'm going to drill that one, and then this one I think will be fine. We'll see what happens. I really don't want to loosen the motor, so I loosened the storage tank there. I've got the wheel loose, so I got to take the wheel off. Then we're going to drill 2 holes in. Might have to notch the corner for the one, and the bolts will come out the other way. And that's just how it's going to be. So if you don't like it, then just turn this off right now. That's what we're doing. So let's get jacked up the back end here, get some jack stands on, take the tire off, get some drill bits, find some batteries, and we'll put on some rock and roll music. Okay, so under there, I got 3 holes drilled, well 4 because the one was off a little bit. So now I got to take these bolts, I got to put them back in so that I can drill through them. And then got some step bits there. Should be able to do this. Might have a notch or corner on this one here. I think it will be easier than unbolting the motor, taking the clutch all off, and trying to get the belts off. It's kind of a pain, so there ain't enough slop in the holes I drilled when I put the motor in to pivot it enough to work. So this we're going to have to do. Okay, so I got 2 holes down here. Drilled 2 holes down there. Those 2 bolts slipped right out. Drilled 1 hole back here too for this one, so drill 2 slipped right out. Drilled the other one, I notched this one now. So now we'll see if we can get this bolt out of here without it banging. I think it'll fit out perfectly. I probably, you know, drilling those holes and then cutting that little notch out probably will get rid of the old factory warranty on this thing. They'll be calling in the thing on the phone telling me that my warranty's expired from a lawnmower. So, oh, is that gonna fit? So close. Look at that. Just gotta notch that just a little bit. There's a little slag hanging up there. So if I cut that little thing off, I should be able to get that out of there. So I'm gonna turn that back in, get the grinder back in there. I bought adaptation devices for my grinder. So it adaptates it from a 18-volt battery to a 20-volt battery. Found the little thing on Amazon for like $12, about the cheap one. Seemed to work real nice. So that's what I'm talking about right here. Here's the piece. You put it into there, and you just take the battery here, and slip it on there. Pretty nice. Okay, so I was able to get that bolt out of there. Now I just got one here in the top holding everything together. Should be able to take that out, and the whole thing should come out. It's already loose. So. And over here too. You can see it was leaking oil down there, so hopefully that's where it was leaking from. Thought that would be more oily. I'm gonna have to dig into that a little bit more. Let me take some more looking. Over here then, gonna have to clean this surface up and the other surface. Then I'm gonna have to see if I have a head gasket. Probably don't, probably gonna have to order one. But when the Shimano implement went out, I helped clean that building out. I got a whole bunch of head gaskets. Never mind, they're Tecumseh. Unless they got them in the wrong box. You never know. We're going to check it and see. Okay, so I got this all cleaned up. I cleaned up the lawnmower part too. I got a towel and that, a rag right now, so it doesn't get dirty. I'm going to do the same to this. And then we are going to try to order a new head gasket for it. Okay, I'm back with this. Got the head gasket in now. There's a new one. Came in. Got to finish cleaning that up. And gotta clean all nasty oil off of that. And dirty grass. And I'm going to put it all back together. It's a warm one out. It's almost 90. So I got the air conditioner fired up back there. I put it in the window. And I think it's about 70 in here. Right there before, about 69 to 70 degrees in here. So just perfect. Got the fan on, blowing. So, gonna do a little cleanup here. Gonna put that all back together. And hopefully she works out good. Okay, I got it on there. Everything went out real easy with the holes I drilled in the frame. I just gotta find a torque spec for it now. Look in one of my books or look on the Google platform. See if I can find one. Torque that down. Possibly gonna leave that guard cover. I know it helps cool it, but just for now, just to see if she drips. We're gonna find a torque spec. We'll come back and torque that. The holes aren't big enough to put the socket through, but I can put the extension through that. I can slip the socket on this side and then I put it in there. It works out. Still got the lawnmower running. She's outside. We'll go check on it, see how it's going. Had to open the door and let some of the cool air out. So now we're up to 73, 75, say. Just terrible. We'll go outside and see how she's doing. Well, I thought it was fixed, but it's not. It's leaking oil somewhere. Well, things have escalated. And we are on the bench now. So I don't think it's not leaking where I thought it was leaking at. Like right up in there. It's leaking down here from like the bottom sump. From like the bottom oil pan. Right up down there. It looks like it's leaking around that seal there. I do believe, because that's just dirty all the way around. So, I'm going to clean that up. See what it looks like, but I think that's the issue. Hopefully that's all it is, and we can put it back together then. Take it apart first, but let's see what we can get into here. So I got it tore apart. I got some brake clean down there soaking right now because there was some small little deposits of metal mixed in with the oil down there, real small ones you pick up on a magnet. I got this thing all apart, draining. I couldn't see nothing wrong in there. Turned over nicely. So we'll take a look at it more in the future. So hope you guys have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.